The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
GoldMIne, all you need to know in under 30 minutes. Hello, my name is Tim Wilmot, and welcome to our call this morning to try and explain to you the basics of GoldMIne CRM. So really useful if you are looking for a new CRM system. Maybe you looked at GoldMIne a long time ago, didn't make a decision to go ahead for whatever reason. This is an ideal event, little mini event to give you all the basics of GoldMIne CRM and what it can do for your company. Now, everyone uses CRM solutions in subtly different ways, even companies in the same type of industry. And I wouldn't have enough time this morning on this call to go through all of the capabilities of GoldMIne. So if you do want a deeper dive into GoldMIne, and what it can do for you and your organization, whatever the size, whatever type of company you are, just to contact us back and we'll do a more of a one-to-one session with this. This is more of a public general overview of GoldMIne. The audio, as you know, the audio part of this presentation is one way only. You can hear me, I can't hear you. Your microphone is on mute. If you've got a question, please type that into the question box on your meeting control panel. I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but pop your question in there and I'll do my best to answer those at the end. And also we'll pop this call, this call's being recorded, and we'll pop it up on our YouTube channel as well. If you go to YouTube, do a search for Wizard Systems or GoldMIne videos, you'll see loads and loads of stuff up there, and also all the other CRM solutions we do. Quick mention about my company, Wizard Systems. All we do is CRM. GoldMIne is a key product that we've supplied for a long time and have implemented many installations over the years, well over 3,000 installations over the years. And we provide the complete service around GoldMIne, the product, upgrades, implementation, whatever level of implementation help you need. And of course, all the training as well, so that you all know how to use GoldMIne. It's up to you whether you take training. It's available for you, and that can be at your premises, or you can come to our location. We're near Bristol, UK, or we can do it online as well, if that's a more convenient delivery method for you. And finally, we provide all the ongoing after-sales support as well. So if you get any issue or question arising from the use of GoldMIne, we're just a short call or email away from you. So quick potted version slide on GoldMIne, a great way of managing all of your contacts in one central place. All of the people that you deal with, the organizations and contacts are in there. It's very customizable. Shortly, when I show you GoldMIne, that will be just an example of what records look like, but they can be customized to reflect the information that you want to know about your prospects and customers. You can also define different access levels. By default, in GoldMIne, everything is open. We can see everything. We can change records if we spot a mistake, but you can clamp down on that and you can make your own decision on who can do what and who can see what, and can you delete records, can you export records, and so on. So a lot of security levels in there. Also, you're using GoldMIne for tracking your activities, your tasks, your interactions. So as you use GoldMIne every day, you are very easily, quickly recording what you've done or said, or tasks for you or team members. You can delegate tasks easily to other people. A great way if you're working as a team, you're not working on your own in isolation. Great way if you're working as a team, and even if you're working remotely, to delegate tasks to each other and follow up on those tasks. You can also access GoldMIne remotely via your browser or your phone. We provide with GoldMIne an element called GoldMIne Web. I'm not going to show it to you on this call, but basically that is a very easy way of seeing GoldMIne, accessing GoldMIne via your browser. No software required, no app, or your phone. Really easy, really quick to get access to the key information about your customers, looking their details up and making amendments and scheduling activities and emails as well. On email, GoldMIne has a really nice link with Outlook, but it also has, unusually for a CRM system, it also has its own full email capability. So you don't need to use Outlook or Gmail or whatever. You can actually live inside of GoldMIne for all of your organization's emails, sending emails. We can create email templates for common emails you may want to send to people. So managing all of your emails in there, sharing them, and building up that wonderful history with all of the activities, the wonderful history of all of those email interactions, backwards and forwards, not only your emails, but also your colleagues' emails as well. There are a few marketing options for GoldMIne. As you can imagine, as you're using a system like this, you're recording a lot of very useful information about your customers. Who are they? What's their job role? What products or services have they got from you? What are they interested in? Who are their competitors? Whatever the information is. And you can then leverage that information to, in a more proactive way, market to them, communicate to them. Of course, being observant of any GDPR and permission-based stipulations, a very easy way of then marketing to them. We do link to two popular email marketing solutions, Constant Contact and IntelliClick. Again, I'm not going to focus on that on this presentation. We do cover it on other events that we've done on GoldMIne, the marketing options and tracking events and doing mailings and mail shots. But it's a couple of really nice options in there. Now, another key benefit of using GoldMIne might be to track sales opportunities. And it's often one of the key reasons for many of our customers buying GoldMIne in the first place. They want an easy way of, in one simple central application, tracking all the information about their sales inquiries, their jobs, potential deals coming up. So you can very easily record that in the opportunity management part of GoldMIne. Is like another dimension to GoldMIne, another screen to track all the information that you want to know about this inquiry. So what's a description of the job, the sale? What's the value of the sale? What's the probability? And then you can go on to, if you want to, track other information about it, store your quotes against it, track the competition, track your activities specific to that pipeline activity. Really, really good for tracking all of that information and being able to see all of the activities on that deal from start to finish. And then you're building up a wonderful sales history in GoldMIne. So as well as tracking all of the interactions and phone calls and meetings, there's a diary in GoldMIne as well, a calendar in GoldMIne. You're building out that wonderful history of sales as well. There is also an external quoting option for GoldMIne called QuoteWorks that we supply. So if you have any issues over the way you produce sales quotes, or you want to improve on the way that you do sales quotes, improve their quality, the turnaround of doing quotes, tracking more information about the products and services that you supply, we have a great solution there called QuoteWorks, which can run on its own or has a very nice integration with GoldMIne built in. You can also track customer service activities if you've got any technical support people there. And as well as it being a wonderful productivity tool. So when you start work, beginning of the day, you log into GoldMIne, it manages your working day. It's your corporate memory. What have you got to do today? Prioritize your tasks. Recording things as you go along very easily, things that you've done or said, emails you've sent out, a great way of tracking all that information. But also, if you're a manager, if you manage a team, if you're a business owner, then it's a great way of diving in there and helping you see what's going on in your company, in your department, in your team, with the reporting and dashboard tools that we've got to help you make decisions. Now, GoldMine has been around a long time. It was one of the founders, one of the founding applications in the CRM industry, and well over 1 million people still count on GoldMine every day. It's tried, tested, proven. It's been around a long time, and uniquely, it's got a one-off purchase as well. So you're not tied into a subscription. So unless you keep that subscription going, suddenly on the anniversary, if you don't renew your subscription, everything is lost. Not the case with GoldMine. One-off purchase price, a permanent solution to manage your sales and marketing side of your business. Now, when we work with you, if you are genuinely looking for a new CRM system, what we want to try and get at is what are the real reasons for investing in a new system? Are you replacing an older system? Are you wanting to, you just starting up in business, you're looking for a tool to manage your business development, you're wanting to improve the way that you manage your sales, whatever it is, we'll try and get to the bottom of that with you, with our consultancy, to try and advise you on the appropriateness of GoldMine and its setup. Okay, let me dive into GoldMine then proper and just give you a quick tour around the system. Just a few screens just to give you a flavor of what GoldMine is all about. So GoldMine is a traditional Windows application. There we are. We've got my window menus across the top there, various options underneath those main menu options, and laid out like a Windows application with tabs that we've got across the top of the record there. Down the left-hand side, we have a recently viewed section, and then in the bottom left-hand corner, a bit like a main menu, dive into all of the key parts, the key elements of the GoldMine solution. So right at the top there is contacts, the companies and contacts that you deal with every day. Next down, show me all the activities I've got to do or a colleague is up to. Your calendar, the email integration, whether you're using Outlook or the built-in email tool in GoldMine. Dashboards, which is what we're on here, giving you these dashboards, giving you an instant snapshot for the user, for the manager, on what's happening right now, whether you want to keep a tab on how many new leads are coming in, what's your sales activity levels like, how many calls you're doing, how many meetings, face-to-face meetings or online meetings are you doing, what sales are coming in this month, this quarter, or what sales did we do last quarter? Maybe marketing, look at marketing or customer support. So these dashboards, there's about 8 dashboards that you get with GoldMine. You can create your own dashboards as well. You can also create dashboards on information outside of GoldMine. We've created dashboards for plugging into Sage 50 and other accounting applications and giving the GoldMine user a little snapshot, a little sort of KPI chart of information in another related application about their customers. So a nice visual, and you could display that as you log into GoldMine, but a nice visual display there, and you can click on any of these links on these screens to drill down and dive into those records in a little bit more detail. But further down the main menu, we've also got projects, a simple way of managing projects, customer service. There's a knowledge base in GoldMine where you could store your FAQs, information that you want to share with your team that may not relate to an individual customer, but it's information you want to share that may be a little bit difficult in other ways. So perhaps information on how you handle a particular process or an activity or some sort of learning tool or whatever. So that could be a really useful way, going beyond sort of traditional CRM to share that information out there. And there's opportunities down the bottom. At the heart of GoldMine if we clicked on contacts and we went to a record, at the heart of GoldMIne is the information about an organization, a contact. So this is just an example, top half of the screen here, an example of what a customer record could look like. All of this can be changed by you. You can move these fields around, remove them, add in your own fields as well. You can create your own custom fields and decide what level of security there are in those fields. But what we can see here, top half of the screen, is the main information about this contact or company. Their organization name, a key contact there, their primary email address. Of course, they may have other email addresses, their job title. Where did you hear about this person? Built into GoldMIne is leads analysis. So as you record new inquiries, you will complete where they came from. There's also a way of linking GoldMIne to your website. So if you've got a contact form on your website, that can be linked to GoldMIne. So as people complete their details on your website, that automatically becomes one of these and will alert you to the fact that you've got a new inquiry. So nothing is going to slip through the net. Everything is recorded in that website, that web form integration. We've got the address of the contact, and also options for postcode, UK postcode addressing. The way I have my screen laid out in the top right corner, I've got their various phone numbers, and then some other information about how we profile and categorize this company. So what's the relationship of this company to my company? Are they a prospect? Are they a customer, an active customer? Are they a supplier? Are they a partner? Whatever it might be. What do they do? Who looks after them? So other information here that you may display in that top half of the screen that is important for your job role or your company, always visible there. And then running across the middle of the customer record, we have a row of tabs. And when you click on those tabs, you'll display more information about that type of data. An important one would be history. So as you do things, as other people do things to this record, simple records of phone calls they make, meetings, emails you send, emails you receive, email out, email in, you'll be able to see all of that information there. By default, in date order, the most recent at the top, and you would just use the scroll bar there to scroll down to view older activities. And you can filter on that screen as well. So if you just wanted to see all of the activities that Mary has done with this customer, you can quite easily do that. Or you just want to see appointments or meetings that you've done with this customer. Again, you can just takes a few split seconds to drill down and see that information. So a row of tabs there, notes, of course, but other information as well. Pending will display your outstanding activities with that contact. History is what have you done with that contact, but there's loads of other tabs there for tracking other information that you want to know about. We also have a calendar in GoldMIne. This can be shared with Outlook if you wish, but a nice visual calendar in GoldMIne where you can see not only your activities, but also other users' activities as well. These activities are linked to a client's record so that you can double click on that and dive straight to that record. Also, we have an activity list. So we can see here in more of a list type format, a table type format, all of the activities that we've got to do today. Again, we're working as a team, we're not working in a vacuum, so we can see other people's activities as well if we want to. All right, very easy to see and dive around depending on your access levels, an easy way of seeing all of those things that you've got to do today or this week or this month or whatever. And opportunities, tracking opportunities. So here's an example of an opportunity. A bit like the contact record, top half of the screen there, all of the main information about that opportunity. So a description of the opportunity. Who are you selling to? What's the salesperson? What was the source of the inquiry? Where are you at in the sales process from start to finish? It's all customizable. Those are just the examples that come with it, but a great way of tracking that top half screen, tracking that opportunity, and then running across the middle of the opportunity record, a bit like the contact record. You've got a row of tabs, more tabs or less tabs as you want to, tracking all the information just about that opportunity. So there you are, then a quick rundown of the key elements of GoldMIne, the interface. It's a Windows application, very easy to navigate your way around the system. Top left corner, there's a Google-like search. You can type anything into there and it will find it for you. Even if it's a little bit of text in an email, we can also search through documents that are linked to this client's record. If you've linked a Word document or an Excel file to this client record, they too can be searched for in that Google-like search. Really nice feature, very powerful search, not often found in many CRM solutions. Right, let me just take you through an idea of pricing then as well. So there is a one-off cost of GoldMIne, approximately 475 UK pounds per license, which includes your first year maintenance. Now, when you're embarking on implementing a new CRM solution, you need to be realistic about what kind of help you might need in getting the whole thing together. Maybe you've set up GoldMIne before, or you're used to doing this sort of thing. We do have some of our clients that just take the software from us and off they go. There's lots of resources and help materials and online videos to assist you in configuring the GoldMIne system. But be realistic. If you need any help in migrating data or customizing the system or providing you some training or going through the marketing options in a bit more detail, then let us know and we can provide costings on that and the different support options we've got as well. So we provide lots of rich services around GoldMIne to make sure that you're set up really quickly. It's done on time, within budget, and everyone is confident on knowing how to use the GoldMIne system. And if you get stuck, we've got our support team in the background ready to help you. So that almost brings me to a close of this short call on GoldMIne, trying to keep it under 30 minutes as regards the key elements of what the GoldMIne solution could give you. If you've got any questions, those of you listening live or watching live around anything to do with GoldMIne, then please pop that into the questions section. I think there's just a couple that have come through. Daniel is asking, can it be used for tracking support calls? Yes, there is a custom. I haven't focused on that or included that in this call, but yes, there is a customer service feature, so that it depends what you want from a customer service solution and the nature of the products and services that you track. But I would say if you've got fairly simple, straightforward requirements for tracking service activity and service calls, then yes, there is a case management ticketing system in GoldMIne that you can use for tracking those support calls. But it's down to, at the end of the day, it's down to what you need. Are you replacing an existing ticketing service support call system, or are you just looking for something simple and new? Maybe something a little bit better than Microsoft Excel, for example. Yeah, we'll contact you later, Daniel, about that. Barbara, how easy is it to import information from ACT? Okay, when you're transferring data from one system to another, or one CRM system to another CRM system, you've got to, first of all, be able to export the data you need out of the old system, and then be aware of the import capabilities in the target, in the new system, GoldMIne. So with Act, you'll need to, depending on the version of Act you've got to look at the different export options that you've got. Some newer versions of Act, they may restrict you in what you can easily export out. Generally, the data will be exported in a CSV type format, and then GoldMIne can import those contact details in. So we do actually have an Act import utility, but it does depend on what version you've got, Barbara. Question from Nick: how much is the 365 add-on? We do integrate with Outlook as standard. So there is an Outlook add-in that allows you to share your emails and your tasks and your calendar with GoldMIne. There is also an Exchange integration option, which is a subscription option called Riva, R-I-V-A, which allows you to, in more of a central way, integrate with 365. So again, depending on what you want there, Nick, we can discuss that with you. And Nick, you're asking about a 14-day trial to play with the software. Yes, there is a trial version. We generally like to install it free of charge on your PC. There's no charge for that. We'd rather do it ourselves because it does require a brief installation of Microsoft SQL that we'll do for you as well. But we'll contact you after the call and try and arrange that for you, a free installation of the trial. It is actually a 30-day trial, so longer than 14 days for you to play around with that. And if you like it, you can obviously convert that to your live system. Right, thanks very much, the three of you, for those questions. I don't think there's any more questions coming through. Well, I'll just bring this to a close, and thanks very much for your time, those listening live, or if you're watching a recording, thanks very much for your time. If you are interested in a new CRM solution for your business, or indeed GoldMIne for your business, then please contact us at Wizard Systems. My email address is tim@wizard-systems.com. Website is wizard-systems, actually .co.uk would be better. And there's our phone number. Thanks very much for your time. Catch up with you soon. Bye-bye.